Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome live on stage the man himself, it's Double Johnson! And a very good evening to you all. Welcome those who have tuned in. It's Double Johnson from Middlesbrough, North East of England today. Good to be back. That's all I'm going to really say. I've been off for the last week and a half. It was supposed to be a 10-day break, which ended up turning into about a 13, 14-day break because I'd forgot to upload things and stuff. So I'm doing this stream now. It's good to be back where we belong in business. And I'm going to sneeze. Hi! You see? That's a great start. Right. Let's have a look at the comments. Why am I going on here? Let me just get shot up quickly. There you go. So your predictions, by the way, are open till 2 p.m. tomorrow. Hey, United, welcome to the stream. Lee and Martin, welcome to the stream. I don't want that. Good night. Predictions, as I say, are open until 2 p.m. That's because I'm going to the Bow match, obviously. Bow at home to David Hoyle's wedding. Reese Milton, thanks for joining the stream. So I think this will be a draw. The reply you put on my video, mate, for the facts. What other facts could you give me for the best previews I do so I can make the videos better and a bit longer? It's hard because all I suggest really is if you're going to look up stats and stuff and facts and whatever, or previews, use BBC Sport, obviously. Look at that. Maybe make a note. Obviously, I don't really make notes for live streams because I just go as I just read and stuff as I go on, like a lot of other YouTubers. But it's hard when it comes to recording previews. That's just look at the stats and maybe write a couple down, and include your bits into it, But that's all I really say at the minute. Predictions. Let me get myself. By the way, you might notice we've got a bit of a different camera angle. Trying to do it straight now. Okay, here we go. So I do apologise, by the way, if I'm sniffling or not. I've been struggling with a bit of a cold at the minute. Probably why I've not been doing the YouTube videos the last couple of days. So Harry Doherty, welcome to the stream. He's put a 2-2 draw. We'll get to your predictions quickly, and then I'm going to go and get myself a tissue quickly. Get your predictions in the live chat. Oh dear. Can't find any, so we'll just use the bog roll. Bog standard, I know. Sorry about this. Where are we up to? You think you can do a thumbnail for me Argyle preview, mate? I can, but I'll have no way of sending you it unless you let me send it on Hangouts, but you never use it. Right. Liam Martin 2-0. 2-0 United. I do apologise about this a minute. I haven't been too wondered with this cold I've got, but I'm still going out places and stuff, and I will go to the game for the vlog tomorrow. Oh God. Right. Red Weekly, thanks very much for joining the stream. David Hoyles put 2-0 Leicester. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the scoreline, if I'm being truthfully honest with what I'm about to tell you all. By the way, I just want to wish David Hoyle a safe journey up to Teesside tonight. He's coming up for the game. Really, David, you think Leicester will beat United? Wait till you hear Marth's score prediction. Dowsy FC. Is that Ollie Birkbeck or is that Ethan Moore or someone else? 2-1 United Eastport. Okay, fair enough. David, well, Leicester have been doing well so far. Man United have only won one game this season, so I think yes, it can happen. Can we do Middlesbrough v Reading preview? I don't do the home. When it comes to Borough previews, I don't do Borough previews when it's home games. If you're doing one on your channel, then yeah, I'll happily do it if you let me on it. Yeah. Okay, well, let's get into the business then. Of course, I do apologise. Apologies that it's took me so long to get back to YouTube, and it took me so long to actually get everything properly started. Tis Ollie. I've been struggling with a cold, and there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. But I will still do the interviews if I get any tomorrow and stuff, and I just have to go with the flow, mate. Okay. The game is tomorrow, Manchester United versus Leicester City. 3 o'clock kickoff at Old Trafford. United come into this game on the back of a pretty poor result, a 1-1 draw against Southampton, which United should have won. But at the same time, there was moments in that game where it was like about as exciting as watching paint dry at times. So it was not brilliant. Yeah, I have Messenger, but I don't have you on it because I can't find you. Anyway, let's have a look here. So I'm currently using BBC Sports sometime, by the way. United currently 8th in the league, only won 5 points out of a possible 12 so far, which is not a great start considering that United should be chasing top 4. Rashford Drive, thanks for joining the stream. Welcome. Are our lips moving at the right time, or is it a split second behind? Not a clue. Anyway, United's recent results haven't been brilliant. Of course, 4-0 win against Chelsea. Since then, 1-1 draw against Wolves, which is a good result. 2-1 defeat to Crystal Palace, which is embarrassing. And a 1-1 draw against Southampton, which again isn't great either for United. But I think this is a game where we could bounce back. However, there's key players missing, and this is what I've put in the title. Paul Pogba has yet not recovered from an ankle problem, and is one of the several sidelined Manchester United players. Anthony Martial is out, and Luke Shaw is also absent with injury. Don't forget, Luke Shaw did score the winner against Leicester City last time they played at Old Trafford, and that was at the start of last season, 2-1 win. Let's say the win, it was a second goal, basically, and it did turn out to be the winner. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is also a doubt with a back injury, because he obviously withdrawn from the England team. Jesse Lingard is currently getting assessed after his illness that made him leave the England team as well. Leicester have no new injuries in the wake of the international break, which is bad news for United, because it means that we'll be playing against Fuchs, Vardy, who obviously scored in the 3-1 win against Bournemouth. Obviously all of their team, James Maddison as well. Matty James remains sidelined after having surgery on his Achilles. And this is what the Match of the Day commentator Conor McNamara's thought. Scan the weekend's fixtures and this game immediately jumps out. Unbeaten Leicester City are in the top 3 at the minute and deserve to be. Manchester United seeking their first win in 4 games. If Leicester are to crash the top 6 this season, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's team are in danger of being the side that make way. On a positive note, Daniel James scored again this week for Wales, his 4th goal in 6 games for club and country. But Leicester have an informed scorer of their own. Since Brendan Rodgers was appointed 6 months ago, Jamie Vardy's scored more Premier League goals than any other player so far. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said in his press conference, he also said these are the issues. Leicester's always a tough game. They're a team wanting to push into the top 4. They've got good players and a very good manager, a proven top manager in Brendan Rodgers. Brendan's team always play good football, and we know we've got to play well to deserve the 3 points. On the other hand, Brendan Rodgers thought Old Trafford's always a difficult place to go. I've obviously been there with a few teams and won and lost and whatnot, but Manchester United will always have quality. This is a chance for us to go and demonstrate our qualities on the fantastic stage. For any team who goes to Old Trafford, it's like a cup final for them. The biggest football club stadium in the United Kingdom. And obviously you got Wembley, and that is a football stadium, but that's a multi-stadium as well. But that's not a club stadium. It was a club stadium, that was Spurs, but Spurs have now moved into their new stadium, which everyone calls the toilet seat. And I'm not saying that, but everyone says it's called the toilet seat. Let's have a look at some of the comments. Please do leave a like if you haven't already done so. If you are new, please do drop a like. If you are new, please do subscribe, sorry. That would be appreciated. Good to be back. Watch the drafts, but some idiots will say that we played better without Pogba if we win. If you look at some of the games last season, there was games last season that we won without Pogba. There's times where we do play good without Pogba. But I think this season, he's proved himself. He's a bit better than he used to be. And it's a big loss for United. Martial's out, Luke Shaw's out, and, things are going wrong. Now, because Martial's out, that means we're probably most likely to see Alexis Sanchez. Sorry about that. The cable came out of the laptop there. I thought wedding was the toilet seat. Ha! No. So Paul Pogba is sidelined. So who do United have midfield? That means Matic is likely to come in. Or Fred. Wan-Bissaka's a doubt, which means that United will have to say, that means Ashley Young's likely to play. Or United go for back 3, which I don't think would really work. It's going to be complicated, this. No Luke Shaw means that we're very, very likely going to have Ashley Young starting. With left wing, I think what he might do is, if Lingard, if his assessment goes fine, then it means Lingard will probably play at right wing and James will probably play left wing. Fred, Matic and Mata are starting. Well, God help United then. Well, for Leicester, everything's fine for them. No to worry about for them. And Luke Shaw playing. Luke Shaw's not available. Definitely going to see Ashley Young. But who do we play at right back? Because if Aaron Wan-Bissaka's a doubt, is to any of the right backs in United's team, and I don't think there's anyone who's actually that good. Brendan Rodgers has actually lost his 8 of his last 10 games as a manager against Manchester United, which is interesting actually, because if you look at Brendan Rodgers, he's a bit like he's like Roy Hodgson really. He's got quality in him. He knows the game through and through. He was obviously a manager in the Premier League, won the league with Celtic in Scotland. His style of football is intriguing to watch. He likes to catch people on the break. And if you look at the first goal they scored against Bournemouth, that was a long ball from the defence, straight down to the other end of the field, and Vardy just lobbed the goalkeeper beautifully. And that's what happened. If you lose the ball in a bad area against Leicester City, they will pounce. And I hate to say this, and I do think Leicester City will win, just mainly because of the injuries. The injuries United have: Pogba, Martial, Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka. United are practically screwed from the kickoff. David's put, I think that if Rashford, Martial or Lindelof do not start, you will struggle to keep Leicester City at bay for much of the game. Lindelof will probably play. Rashford put, Woho is definitely playing then. Angel Gomez will come if Lingard isn't fit. My prediction's 3-0 United. Okay. And yeah, my prediction for sorry to the other United fans in my stream. My prediction, unfortunately, is 2-1 Leicester, because I just don't think United will have it in them. Key players out. Daniel James, I think, will continue his scoring form and get another goal. But United at the minute, we played 4 games, won 4-0 against Chelsea. The last 3 games, we've only scored 1 goal. But what's good is there hasn't been a game so far this season where United have failed to score, which is good, and that's why I think United will score, but I don't think it'll go United's way. I'm going 2-1 Leicester. And if Leicester City do win, if all the other results go their way, Leicester City win, they will go, well, regardless, Leicester City will go second until Manchester City play half an hour later. But United will struggle to keep Leicester City at bay. They are a quality team. They deserve to be where they are in the table at the minute. Play some very good football. They have a quality manager who knows the game through and through. He's got loads of Premier League experience, and it'll be interesting to see exactly how United defend against them, because the defending against Southampton was absolutely terrible. And like, if you look at Vestergaard's goal against United the other week, the man marking, I mean, there was a player trying to get on him, but there was still a bit of a gap between him and Vestergaard, so not the greatest of defending for that goal. We ain't keeping the ball possession against 8. We ain't keeping ball. We're not. In basic terms, we're not going to dominate possession against Leicester City. Forget about it. Yeah. And I don't think United will dominate the game. We're going to have a look here at the actual Manchester United things. Actually, the head-to-head facts, should I say. United were unbeaten in the last 9 league games against Leicester City. Did a double over them last season. They haven't lost against Leicester since, I think, 2014. That was the 5-3. Rashford Giroud's put, Daryl, I have a question. When was the last time we won a 3 p.m. game? Is a stat we don't talk about. Oh, hell. Not for a while. I mean, United won against Chelsea, but that wasn't a 3 o'clock game. Oh, I can't quite remember, actually, because this would have to go back into last season. I've forgotten about that last season. Cardiff, we got beat. Spurs, that was on TV. No, I can't remember, actually. I don't normally do this, but I'll actually have a look. I don't normally do this in a live stream, but I am going to search this up because I don't know off the top of my head, unfortunately. This is interesting. Highest home attendance last season was 74,556 against Bournemouth, and the lowest attendance was 55,000. All right, let's have a look then. Are you on about just the Premier League? Yeah, I'm guessing it's on the Premier League. Right. Lost. When it ends was. Well, the last time he won last season was West Ham at home. Wolves lost. It'll have probably been Watford. Watford at home on the 30th of March. I think that was a 3 o'clock kickoff. West Ham at home. That won't have been. No, that was a Sunday, I think, that West Ham match, because that was on Sky Sports. So it'll have been the win against Watford on the 30th of March, which is a bad record to have, actually, and that's a stat I've never actually talked about, I'll admit. Jesus, I can't remember either. That goes down to our players' fitness and mentality. Very, very true. Have you put my prediction for the game? Yes, and my prediction, as I've said before, is 2-1 to Leicester. I just don't think United will have it in them, considering that we've got loads of injuries, which is going to absolutely screw the team. Head-to-heads, Manchester United has their unbeaten last 9 league meetings with Leicester City. Did the double over them last season, and I think the last time they lost was 2014. That was a 5-3 defeat. I think that's correct. I might be incorrect, but I think that's correct. United won 8 of the last 9 games against Leicester City at Old Trafford. So that's actually a good record, and that's a positive thing that we can keep going about. So still unbeaten against Leicester at Old Trafford. However, that might change tomorrow. Leicester have just won only once in their last 20 league games against Manchester United, and that was in 2014. Where's Scotty B? Scotty, half the time, doesn't join the live streams all the time because he's busy doing his college studying and stuff. And today's drink of the day is Iron Brew. The Foxes have lost 17 Premier League games against Manchester United, more than any other opponent. Manchester United, after winning their opening game of the season, Manchester United have gone 3 games without to win. Pretty obvious, considering we drew against Wolves after being 1-0 up, lost against Crystal Palace, and then drew 1-1 against Southampton after being 1-0 up. Have you played a FIFA 20 demo? Also, what do you think of it? Are you getting FIFA 20? I'm getting FIFA 20. I was trying to do a live stream for the FIFA 20 demo the other day, and it wouldn't work. So I'm still trying to work out what's going on with that. Hopefully that'll happen at some point. Just getting back to my house now, okay? Yeah, that's fine. United have won 1 of their last 9 league fixtures, and that was Chelsea. dreadful. That is absolutely terrible. The Red Devils have kept only one clean sheet in 15 league matches. They've conceded 23 goals in this one and scored just 20 times. Daniel James has scored 3 goals in his first 4 games at Manchester United, and I think he'll be the one who scores for United, so that will make that 4 goals out of 5. He could be on for a Jamie Vardy record. James could become only the second United player ever to score in his first 3 Premier League appearances at Old Trafford. The first person to do that was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back in 1996. Leicester City unbeaten in all competitions so far this season, 2 wins and 3 draws. But have failed to keep a clean sheet in each of the last 10 Premier League away fixtures. Since Brendan Rodgers' first Premier League game in charge on the 3rd of March, Leicester have won 25 points. Only Liverpool and Manchester City have won more. 12 of Leicester's last 14 Premier League goals have come in the second half. Since the beginning of 2014-15, Jimmy Vardy scored 31 Premier League goals against the established top 6 teams, and that's more than any other player. Vardy has been directly involved in 14 goals in 14 Premier League games under Brendan Rodgers, scoring 12 and providing 2 assists. Ipswich atop the league, well, 3rd going to the next 4 games, so do loads of videos out. Liam's put, will there be a Bowl Live preview? Right, I don't know what he said this, man, but when it comes to the Bowl games, I don't do Bowl live streams after that. I don't. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't, but when it comes to Bowl being at home, I had the preview as part of like a very small preview as part of the vlog. I never do previews when it comes to home games. When it's away games, then yes, I do previews. But when it's home matches, it's just a vlog. Are we going to Oxford away next in November, Dave? Are we going to do a preview for the Bow wedding game? Well, it won't be on my channel because I don't do previews for home matches anymore. I just do the vlog. What about a buying live preview, mate? That would be a good stream to watch. I don't have time to do streams, like to do 2 or 3 streams every single day. I don't have the time, unfortunately. I'm not Mark Goldbridge, who has that time. Especially now. I haven't mentioned, but I've got my new timetable for college, and some of the times are very, very weird. So it's so there won't be, when it comes to like getting, so the amount of uploads I did in August, it's going to be way less than that because I'll be limited as to what I can actually do now. So there's not going to be many uploads in a week now. It's not going to be every night. Just forgot about it then. Lee Martin's put David Redden are going to get tonked by both 3-0, I think. I've gone 2-1. Just to let you know. And Johnny Austin's out with a hernia. Friend is out having surgery on his ruptured tendon. And Rudy Gested's out. But that's all about the Bow. Anyway, this is the United stream. I'm going to end the stream soon anyway. Keep getting your thoughts in. Prediction is still open. In my opinion, a tough game for Manchester United. And considering, as I've said earlier, the injuries and the amount of injuries, especially some of the severities of several injuries and the very key players as well, I think United have no chance. I think the only person who can ignite a bit of spark into United tomorrow is Daniel James. On brilliant form at the minute, deservedly getting the Manchester United Player of the Month award, which was given to him by Patrice Evra. So I think what he's done at the minute is fantastic. He's shot up as a player. And I've also been looking at the FIFA 20 ratings. He has gone from 59 rated to 72. So he's had a pretty big upgrade since joining United. Liam, it'll be 2-0 Reading win. I don't think Reading will get a clean sheet, if I'm being honest, David. But fair enough. Keep getting your predictions in if you haven't already done so. I do apologise about all the sniffling and stuff. That's not what I do about it. But I think that's practically it. United play Leicester. Going to be a tough game. In my opinion, I think we're going to get beat. But who knows? Anything can happen in the Premier League. Let's just hope for the best, United. And that's practically the show, really. That's it. That'll be it for the stream, I think. Going to be back to business as usual. It's not been the great. I'll admit, in my opinion, not been the greatest of live streams I've done, but that's of course with the cold and stuff not helping me at all. But I do thank you very much all for joining. Really appreciate it, and hopefully, when the review comes out, United will have actually won and not lost. So who knows? But as soon as predictions are still open till 2 p.m. tomorrow, I will put that in the comment section. And then after that, as soon as that prediction thing has disappeared, you won't be able to put the links up. Put predictions closed. Do be aware there's been times where I've gone to the ball matches and forgotten to close the predictions. So hopefully that won't happen, but that's it really. Thank you all for joining. Please do leave a like, get your comments in the comment section down below. If you haven't already put your prediction in, I'll let you know the predictions I've already got in a minute. So these are the people I've got. I've got Harry's 2-2 prediction, Liam Martin 2-0, David 2-0 Leicester, Davos EFC 2-1 United, Rashford Drow 3-0 United. Of course, I always put mine down as well. Ipswich and Norwich play at home on the same day, and it'll be pretty busy in Norwich because they're at home to Manchester City. And in my opinion, going to get beat. But it's going to be interesting. Hopefully United get a win. And I mean, as long as Daniel James gets a goal, that's all I'm really worried about at the minute. Thank you all for joining, and from all see you on Desert Football Stand, have a fantastic night. Good night.